Okay, hello everybody. It's Gillian Monster. I'm back, and I figured I'd do something a little different. This is probably the third time I've tried to record this episode, but I was messing around with Open Broadcaster software, and what I'm actually going to do is do a playthrough of a game that I really love, and it's called Fallout 3. Of course, probably everybody's heard of it by now, especially with Fallout 4 having come out late last year. But I figured that would be a good reason for me to do a playthrough. And eventually, I want to do a full playthrough of all of the games, including 1, 2, 3, Fallout New Vegas, and then, of course, Fallout 4. At least for the mainstream games. I don't know about the rest. But anyway, I'm going to start a new game. And I've got a couple of mods going for this thing. One is the backpack mod, so that way I can actually carry stuff and have a reason where I keep everything. And then the other is also a sprint mod, so that way it doesn't take me forever to get everywhere.
I don't want to set the world
Oh, I love this game.
on fire.
It is an absolute joy to play. It is a work of art.
I just want to
And I don't
start
care about the similarities between this and Skyrim. I mean, I love them
in
both
your heart.
because like the attitude of each one is like completely different.
In my
It's absolutely
I
awesome.
have but one desire.
I'm gonna try and keep my language for this video a little, perhaps better contained. I mean, this game is already rated M, but I mean, being the fact that it's kind of a first-person shooter slash horror game, I'll probably end up getting startled a few times. You know, even though I've already played through this, I mean, I still find some of the stuff in this game startling.
I just want to be the one you love. And with your admission that you feel the same, I'll have reached the goal I'm dreaming of.
So awesome.
I set the
This is after some men just wanted to watch the world burn. It's burnt. I would say it's definitely burnt. And in a world like this, that is even more of a reason not to see that kind of a face coming towards you in an alley. And now for the epic voice of Ron Perlman.
War. War never changes. Since the dawn of humankind, when our ancestors first discovered the killing power of rock and bone, blood has been spilled in the name of everything from God to justice to simple psychotic rage. In the year 2077, after millennia of armed conflict, the destructive nature of man could sustain itself no longer. The world was plunged into an abyss of nuclear fire and radiation.
If you were that close to a nuclear bomb, you'd be blind or instantly dead.
But it was not, as some had predicted, the end of the world. Instead, the apocalypse was simply the prologue to another bloody chapter of human history. For man had succeeded in destroying the world. But war never changes. In the early days, thousands were spared the horrors of the Holocaust by taking refuge in enormous underground shelters known as vaults.
It's great in theory, but pretty bad in execution.
They had only the hell of the wastes to greet them.
At least they
All
survived.
except those in
Sort of.
Vault 101. For on that fateful day, when fire rained from the sky, the giant steel door of Vault 101 slid closed and never reopened.
So,
It
does
was
that mean
here
that Vault 101 is the last vault to open?
It is here you will die.
Or at least the last
Because
functional
in
one to
Vault
open?
101, no one ever enters, and no one ever leaves.
I would not want to. You know, I don't even know if I want to live in a vault, especially for the rest of my life. That kind of claustrophobia. Ugh.
see. Are you a boy or a girl?
You mean you're telling me with that kind of equipment you couldn't tell?
It's a boy. A boy. We've got a son, Catherine. A beautiful, healthy baby boy.
Oh, James. We did
His
it.
name isn't James, it's Liam Neeson.
Son.
Get it right, lady.
Beautiful son.
I mean, Mom.
You've got a bright future ahead of you, son. I'm sure of it. Look at you. Look at you. Hi there. I'm your daddy, little guy. Daddy.
No, you're not. You're Liam
You're
Neeson.
going to need a name, aren't you? Your mother and I have been talking. What do you think about...
Is that you, John Wayne? Is this me?
That's a good name, don't you think? Fits you perfectly.
Oh yeah,
Looks
especially
like
for
you've
me.
finished the gene projection. Let's see what you'll look like when you're
Oh,
all
Lord.
grown up.
Okay, so this is probably going to be the closest my face is ever going to come to actually being on YouTube, so I might as well make it good. I'm probably going to cut this next sequence up so that way it takes only a few seconds instead of like 10 minutes. Because I hate the beginning of this game. It's just so slow. It's like I want to get back. I want to get right to Wandering the Wastes. Well, still love it though. You know, an hour's worth, out of a 40-hour game is a small price to pay. Okay, general. I have a kind of a lighter build. Medium width. Forehead. My forehead's huge. And it's tall. So, yeah. Lots of brain space. There we go. That's better. Good enough. Okay, that's about it. Dunzo.
You're going to look a lot like your dad. See
Look
that,
more like
Catherine?
Liam Neeson. Would not be a bad thing.
Oh, very strapping.
Jeez, I'm almost 15 minutes into this stuff, and it's like I haven't even done anything.
All sorts of people.
Ugh.
What about you? What kind of person are you going to be? You're just
James?
Catherine?
James.
Catherine! She's in cardiac arrest. Start compression.
Nice job,
Get
Doc.
out of here. No.
You're just sitting there still. Look at you. You just staring like, duh.
2,000. Come on. Hang on, Catherine. Hang on. Okay?
At the tender young age of 12 months old.
Failed to meet my expectations and there will be
Don't look straight into the light.
James and his cheerly chatter.
Decorations.
May your future
The
be
natives
bright,
and boys in
boys.
this place will feel just like home. Come on over here. son.
Just like home.
Come on. Walk to
Yeah, they definitely spared no expense with the interior decorating. No, that's a try. Okay, fine.
There you go. My goodness, just a year old and already walking like a pro. Your mother would have been so proud. Listen, kiddo.
Well, that's a little too
I
soon,
don't
Dad.
like it when
I
Daddy
mean, it's only
leaves
been
you
12 months
alone.
since he
I need you
died.
to take care of yourself for a minute. You just stay here while Daddy runs to his office. You'll be okay, pal. I'll be back in a bit.
Dude, you forgot to latch me in here. Like, I'm sure there's something in, like that truck. I could knock that off the wall and have it fall on my head. What about the ball? Can I push? Ooh, I can push the ball. Okay, moving on. Sorry, I'm getting tired of playing this intro part. Okay, I'll be able to carry. Ooh. There. Perception. I don't really need perception just because I usually keep my eyes open and I play on the cautious side anyway. So I'll do endurance. I don't need charisma, intelligence, and agility. And then luck. Nah, I'm good for luck. Dunzo. Alright. Now, considering I don't have my Pip-Boy yet, Dad, I can see you on my Pip-Boy indicator. Yeah, man, if I can see that, I wonder what they're putting in the water.
You are quite the little explorer, aren't you?
Yeah.
Serves
And
me
actually,
right
this,
to pin you in.
This furniture actually ain't too bad.
I want to show you
At
something.
least I don't think it is. What do I
See
look like
that?
as a baby? Oh, I
Was
can't
your
look at it.
mother's favorite passage. It's from the Bible, Revelation 21:6. I
What
am
are you?
Alpha and
I'm
Omega,
over here, dummy.
the beginning and the end.
Oh,
I
Oh,
will give
no.
unto him that is
Not a religious reference. Oh no, people prepare to be offended.
She always loved that. All right,
And
come
that
on.
verse is
Let's
actually a
go
little bit of
see if your
foreshadowing.
little friend
I
Amara
never noticed that
wants
until I watched it on YouTube. These vaults are supposed to hold like 1,000 people. And it's like, and I'm blind. You're supposed to hold like 1,000 people. It's like, I wonder, it's like, where exactly is all the living space for 1,000 people? Like, that'd be like an underground apartment complex, at least. Oh. Well, I have a habit of going blind in this opening sequence, so I'm used to it by now.
So fast.
Happy birthday, pal. I can't believe you're already 10. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, it only took 10 years to get here.
Congratulations, young man. I don't have to tell you how special this day is, do I?
Did your mother teach you to interrupt people when they're talking to their own children?
10, well,
Apparently.
you're ready to take on your
Douche.
first official vault responsibilities. So here you are. As overseer, I hereby present to you your very own Pip-Boy 3000. Get used to it. You'll be getting your first work assignment tomorrow.
Like, if you look at the size of the Pip-Boy when he holds it, it's like the same size as the one he has on his wrist.
10 once.
So it's like, I must have some pretty beefy forearms for a 10-year-old. Who are you?
Happy birthday! We
Oh.
really surprised you, didn't we?
My best friend
Your
ever.
dad was afraid you were onto us. But I told him not to worry. You're so easy to fool.
You're getting snarky with me.
Shut up. And it isn't my fault that Butch and Wally are here. Your dad said we had to invite them. Never mind them. Time for your present. What do you think I got you? Go on, try to guess.
Well, I'm 10 years old and practically a man, so I'll go with date with Christine Kendall.
Gross. I didn't think you even liked girls. And you know what I mean, before you say something rude about me. I guess maybe I should give this to someone else. Someone who likes Grognak the Barbarian better than me and Christine. The question is, how could you tell the difference?
Oh, thanks.
Oh man, you got a Pip-Boy. I wish I was 10.
Yeah, sure you do.
Enjoying yourself?
That is a hefty saw for cutting foodstuffs.
How's it going, pal?
With the expected results, too. Ooh, what a hat.
Daddy, I told you not to act all official. I know you were joking, but I'm not sure anyone else.
Simply mortified.
I got one.
You know, it might be in like chunks and stuff, but it looks edible to me.
Besides, that friend of yours-
Minus the booster there. I don't know what that stuff's filled with, but that can't be good to have around food.
What do you think we should call her? This is supposed to be a
No,
party,
okay.
you
Now to
know?
talk to everybody.
I hope you appreciate the effort Amata put into this party. She really seems to like you, for some reason.
What's that supposed to mean?
Don't presume too much on her friendship, young man. I'm still the overseer, and I'm still in charge of this vault and everyone in it.
Hey, how about
Wow, someone's like hoity-toity. And presume too much on the friendship? I'm 10. What exactly am I going to presume?
really are as dumb as you.
Are you having a nice party? 10 years old. My. Seems like only yesterday that your daddy came. Goodness, listen to me ramble. You're waiting for your present, aren't you?
Oh God. I realize that when you get older, your senses of humor, they don't really change like after high school. Like it really just kind of stays the same. Your punchlines just become perhaps a little bit more subtle, but it's like the end result is exactly the same.
Such a nice, polite young man you are. Don't ever lose your gift to speaking your mind so directly. We could use more of that down here.
Oh
Here
yes,
you go.
ma'am.
A nice sweet roll that I baked for you just this morning. And it's all for you. You're the birthday boy. No sharing required today.
That's cool.
Thing.
I'm hungry, and that stupid robot destroyed the cake. Give me that sweet roll you got from old lady Palmer.
Yeah, you gotta sit on you, boy.
Oh,
You go soak your
See
head.
about that. You're
Now
gonna be
go
sorry,
on
you
and
little.
enjoy yourself.
Come on. Come on.
Thanks for coming, Stan.
Derpy
I
derpy
know
der.
you were busy with the
Butch,
water
what do you think you're
purifier.
doing? Leave him alone.
Everything's fine, I hope.
Meh.
You all
right,
sure,
son?
nothing to worry about. Me and Andy got her all fixed up again last night, good as new.
Okay, so Butch has got a
You didn't fix anything, right?
Cool, right?
Anyway,
This party's pretty good, I guess. For a little kid.
balloons,
Balloons.
hats. Not as cool as my party, though. Remember how my dad got Andy to do magic tricks? And we all played Hunt the Mutant in the atrium? Oh, right. You weren't invited to my party. Too bad, man. It was really fun.
What are you talking about for big kids? You don't even have a Pip-Boy yet.
What's Butch's problem anyway? I can't believe he tried to start a fight at your own birthday party. What a jerk.
He tried to take my sweet roll.
God, he really is.
Skyrim reference.
Oh well. You can always count on Butch to make an ass.
I would have eaten my sweet roll. But then I took an arrow to the knee.
Hey, thanks for inviting me. Really cool party and everything. I know that, Butch and I give you a hard time, but you don't take that seriously, right?
It sounds to me like somebody's trying to
happy birthday and
backpedal.
everything. I better get back to, you know.
No. No, Paul. I don't know. I don't know. You should tell me right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm hoping to God that's it. Oh, wait, no. I gotta talk to Stanley.
How do you like that Pip-Boy, son? Fit all right and everything?
Nice stash, dude.
As a matter of fact, I did.
I would love a
like it.
Pip-Boy.
Some may think
Like
the
an actual
accessories
functioning
are a bit
Pip-Boy.
basic,
But of
I've
course
always
one that I
been
can manage
their
to actually take
reliability.
off. Because I think for like Pip-Boys, like once they're on for good. It's like a tracking collar. You can't take it off.
Don't mention it. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. Happy birthday. Not much, but I hope you like it.
Cool. Okay, Dad.
Are you all right?
Can we be done now?
Is Butch giving you a hard time again? I'm glad to hear it. Once
He
you
might
start
have
letting
if he's a
boys
little bit
push you
quicker.
around, you'll never see the end of it. Come on now. I bet there's someone else out there with a present for you.
Okay. Get up and go talk into the intercom. Like you have the last couple times I tried to record this part.
Wow, the Pip-Boy really makes you look all grown up.
Nice Pip-Boy.
Shows how
What is
smart
that?
you are, Wally.
One
What
of
should
the
we call
3000A models?
Jonas?
How about Hell's
Hey, Doc.
Overseers?
We're all set down here.
Yeah, I like that.
Thanks. I'll send him right
Well,
down.
at least it does.
Hey, that was Jonas on the intercom. He and I have been cooking up a little surprise present. Jonas is waiting for you downstairs on the reactor level. Go ahead. I don't think anyone will mind if you slip out for a few minutes.
Nah.
Your 8 minutes anywhere, which makes it better than any of your other ideas.
Well,
Hey, Paul, your hobbies are.
well, that's where the apartments are.
That's your hobby?
Happy birthday, dearie. My goodness, I hope I didn't miss the party.
Yeah, she gives me a poem that would scar any 10-year-old for life.
And since this was such a special occasion, do you know what I did?
No,
I
what did
wrote
you
a
do?
poem just for you. I hope you like it.
Okay.
Of course. Run along now, dearie, and have yourself a wonderful birthday.
Okay. Now, considering I've already read this at least twice, I'll go ahead and put it up here just in case anybody wants to actually read it. Do a quick scroll through. You can pause it if you want to. Well, it's just safe to say it's like, wow, is this all my life has to look forward to? I think I might as well live fast and die young. YOLO! No, I'm just kidding. That saying is dumb. I mean, it's nice of her to give me the poem, but it's like, I don't think it's something you should give a 10-year-old. What's up, Jonas?
What are you doing down here, young man? I thought kids weren't allowed down on the
You know exactly what I'm doing down here. I mean, come on, I'm not a kid. I'm 10 years old. I'm practically a man already.
You sure are. Pip-Boy and everything. Look at that. If you can wait just one more minute, I think your dad will...
In a couple more years, I'll have my pre-life crisis. Come on, all the way in the room. Okay, there we go.
Are you ready for your surprise?
Yes.
The Overseer gave you your Pip-Boy, and you're old enough to do some work, so I figure you're old enough for this.
If I had time, money, and resources, I would make myself a prop version of Pip-Boy that could actually hold my phone.
Work perfectly. Jonas found it down here. It was in pretty rough shape. Took us a good 3 months to find the parts to get it working again. You know how tough it is to find a spring that small? Good thing Butch misplaced that switchblade of his.
You know, because it's always a
So,
great
what
idea
do
to
you
give
think?
a kid like
Want to
Butch a
give it a try?
switchblade. Durr. Questionable parenting. Ooh, what do I get to kill?
Easy now. It's only a BB gun, but it's not a toy.
Yes, it is.
Let's
A
go
pellet
try
gun
it.
is another story.
Girls and
That
I
thing
have
could
found
actually
a
kill
nice
somebody,
spot
but a
for you.
BB gun, for the most
Follow
part,
me.
all I do is shoot my eye out. Okay, let's do this. Aha! I knew I picked the right name.
Careful, it's a radroach. Think you can take care of that with
You know, I figure with a bug that big, it'd have a pretty thick shell. It'd take more than a couple of BBs to kill it. Think. I want my radroach meat. It'll come in handy later.
Good work. That's one less radroach to deal with. Let's get a picture together. Capture the moment. Hey, Jonas, get a picture of me with the big game hunter.
I wonder what happens if I shoot him. Pink, right in the eyeball. I mean, he's got eye protection on. It wouldn't do that much.
Boys and girls have different parts, right?
Boys and girls have different parts. Give me the birds and the bees talk.
I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end.
Man, I'm
As
tall.
far as I can
I'm as tall as Liam Neeson. He's like what, 6'2", 6'3", something like that.
Yes, you have to go
In
to
real life,
class
more
to
like
take the
5'9".
goat exam. Go on now. You've got a goat to take.
Nah, fine.
Take care, son.
Let me take your bobblehead while I'm at it. Can that one be just like dear old dad, be good at medicine? What else is out here? Future.
Good morning. Stopped in to see the old man before class, eh?
You stupid tunnel snakes.
I can show you a real tunnel snake, Amada.
Okay, douche.
Yeah? What do you want? Not if.
You know what? Ain't the
And
answer to
who
me.
are you? Her boyfriend? Ha!
I might as well be.
Keep talking like that, boy, and we'll send you back to your daddy with a few
Boy.
broken bones for him to fix.
Okay, and in a vault like this, where exactly would you go to hide after you did something like that?
You've got to be kidding me.
No, I'm not.
Tunnel snakes? This twerp needs another lesson.
Butch, stop it.
This
Leave
isn't
him
going to be
alone.
pretty.
Haha.
Stop
Come on,
it.
Paul. Yeah. In the face.
Hit him again.
Stop it!
Man, y'all hit like girls.
Damn.
This isn't solving anything.
Come on, tunnel snakes.
There you
This
go.
little
Careful
bitch
with
isn't
that.
worth our time. Whatever you say, Butch. You're the boss. Tunnel snakes rule.
Where do they get the leather to make those jackets from? Those just like pleather.
Thanks for getting rid of them. Assholes. I don't know why they won't leave me alone. Just because my father's the overseer, I guess?
That's probably why. Okay.
Well, you made it. All set for the goat? Trust me, it really isn't that bad. Just something everybody has to go through.
I don't want to.
Listen, I like your dad. I might even like you if I wasn't your teacher. So here's what I'm going to do. If you want to skip the test, just tell me how you want it to come out, and I'll take care of it for you. Well, all right. Here.
Questions on this test are kind of arbitrary. Okay, what do I want here? Gonna need speech. I'm definitely gonna need guns. Do barter. So I'll need to have my the best I can for everything on this. Alright, I'll take the test. I wonder if there are like multiple levels, like with each level having its like own doctor. Like own doctor and apartments and teachers and all that kind of stuff, like a bunch of miniature cities.
No talking, and keep your eyes to yourself.
Generalized occupational aptitude test.
Yes.
What was that?
To you, Mr. Deloria.
Sure thing, Mr. Brotch.
Sure thing,
Unless
Mr.
anyone else has
Brotch.
an insightful comment, let's get started.
That wasn't even a comment. That was a laugh.
A frenzied vault scientist runs up to you and yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response?
Help, help, I need an adult?
Question 2. While working as an intern in the clinic, a patient with a strange infection in his foot stumbles through the door. The infection is spreading at an alarming rate, but the doctor has stepped out for a while. What do you do?
Hey man, better get that looked at.
Question 3. You discover a young boy lost in the lower levels of the vault. He's hungry and frightened, but also appears to be in possession of stolen property. What do you do?
That's the only one I can't come up with a witty
Question 4.
response for.
Congratulations. You've made one of the Vault 101 baseball teams. Which position do you prefer?
I would think the better question would be, how do you play
Question 5.
baseball in a vault?
Your grandmother invites you to tea, but you're surprised when she gives you a pistol and orders you to kill another vault resident. What do you do?
Ask her how to hide a body.
Question 6. Old Mr. Abernathy has locked himself in his quarters again, and you've been ordered to get him out. How do you proceed?
Knock him down with a sledgehammer.
Question 7. Oh no, you've been exposed to radiation, and a mutated hand has grown out of your stomach. What's the best course of treatment?
You cut that sucker off, especially if it's pointing back at me like
Question
that.
8. A fellow Vault 101 resident is in possession of Grognak the Barbarian comic book, issue number 1. You want it. What's the best way to obtain it?
Ask to borrow it? I mean, how hard is that?
Question 9. You decide it would be fun to play a prank on your father. You enter his private restroom when no one is looking and...
Put saran wrap over the toilet bowl.
Question 10. Who is indisputably the most important person in Vault 101? He who shelters us from the harshness of the atomic wasteland, and to whom we owe everything we have, including our lives.
Mr. Brotch, I think you need to do that once more with
down,
feeling.
people.
And it's
That's
not
it.
like that's like not
Don't
social
miss it.
conditioning or anything like that.
I'm sure most of you didn't find it so bad. Others, well, there are always openings in the maintenance department. Don't forget to hand in your test before you leave. You don't want to know what happens to people who fail the GOAT. Surely you have someplace better to be.
I didn't mean to talk to you, actually. I wanted to hear what you were going to say. Anyway, moving on.
I'll see you tomorrow.
And I'm blind.
Anything is possible, even an A, Mr. Brotch.
Selfish and insubordinate.
Wake up! Come on, wake up!
Selfish and insubordinate?
I'm not going
What?
to be around to hold your hand forever.
Come on! You've got to wake up! You've got to get out of here. Your dad is gone, and my father's men are looking for you.
What?
He's left the vault. I don't know how, but he's gone. And my father, he's kind of gone crazy.
Yeah, I could tell that from about 6 years ago.
It's Jonas! They killed him! My father's men. They took him and... Oh my god, you have to leave now!
Okay, but I'm actually going to stay here for a couple more minutes and ask you some questions.
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm just sorry you had to find out like this.
Like, these cops carry, like, nightsticks. They would have to go way overboard to kill somebody.
My father's
Like,
not
I
gonna be
mean,
here
way
tonight.
overboard. Which means they intended to kill him in the first
Not
place.
anymore, apparently. But are you honestly telling me you had no idea your dad was leaving? He really didn't tell you?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure he had his reasons. Maybe Jonas
I
was.
wonder, I
supposed
wonder
to
what this
explain
thing over
everything to
here
you.
is.
But it doesn't matter.
Unless it's
I
like
can help
a
you
like a
escape. I have my own
vitals
plan.
something for their. Well, actually, that would make sense. It'd be like a vitals thing for their for the Pip-Boy.
Listen, there's a secret.
Because it's
tunnel
like
that
right
runs
above is like
directly
could
from my
like
father's
monitor
office
like
to
the
the
heart
exit.
and lungs and
You'll
all
have
that
to
kind of
hack
stuff.
the computer in his office to open it.
That or maybe
Use
it's like
these
for
to get into
intercom.
his office. That's how I always get in.
Let's go.
One more thing. I stole my father's pistol. I hope you won't need it, but you'd better take it just in case.
There's a lot of talking in this game.
Okay, I'll try to meet you at the exit.
For the sake of the fact that I kind of messed up our relationship the first time around, I'm gonna be nice. Like, it's not that I wasn't nice before, but it's like
But don't wait for me.
I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna need some other stuff too. What else is in here? Ooh, Grognak. And really, in this game, you've got to take everything with you. Like, everything you can... Want my baseball bat. More roaches! Sounded like he came off with Just Cause 2. Like the fat guy who has the roaches, or the gang called the Roaches.
You gotta help me! My mom's trapped in there with the rat roaches!
Oh, wow. I'm gonna savor this one. That's ironic.
Yeah, I'm asking you. So what? Look, I'm sorry for the way I've always treated you. You know I never meant any of it, right? But it's my mom.
You never meant
You
to
can't leave her in there with the
attempt
rat
to lay your
roaches.
fist in my face a few times? Alright.
Sure, I don't care why. Just get her out of there.
Where is she? Slow motion glory. Stop.
Come on, sit down and have a drink with me.
We did it! My mom's gonna be okay! You're the best friend I've ever had, man!
Man, you've had some crappy friends.
I know it isn't much, but I want you to have my Tunnel Snake's jacket. Go
How about
ahead,
your switchblade? Can I have your switchblade too?
God, I could really use a drink right now.
Wow. Yeah, I would too. Especially if I got attacked by, you know, roaches that were like the size of my leg. Where am I going here? I can never figure out which way I'm going here. Okay, wow. I'm like freaking William Wallace with a baseball bat. Actually, William Wallace is like William Wallace with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly. You do, huh?
Oh, you're lucky it was me who found you. The others won't be so forgiving. I don't know what you're up to, and I don't want to know. Just clear out of here, and I'll pretend I never saw you.
Okay.
It's a real shame it's come to this. I can't believe what they did to Jonas.
At least you're the one, like the one officer in this, or the one security officer in this vault that has a like conscience.
Go find your dad if you can.
Yeah, well, that would be the plan. Oh, you can go that way. What's that?
You're the one everybody's looking for, right?
I would think I'm the one that everyone's looking for.
It's our only chance, don't you see? We're getting out of here, just like the doctor. I'm not gonna let anyone stop us. It's me.
No, 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 no! Don't go in there.
Tom, be careful. Here we go.
Okay, what can I hit the most? Left leg it is. I'll cripple your leg. No, no, no. Ah, really? There's Richards? I wonder what kind of like social or psycho conditioning they have got going on here that would make them just like blatantly shoot civilians. Do you have one? No, I'm not gonna spit them. Tempting out maybe. Actually, girl. Oh, that's right. I got a couple of mods. One's a pedometer that allows me to actually do kind of a sprint or tackle function, and then of course there's another one where I have to purchase later, which actually involves a backpack. So that's just to kind of give things perhaps a little bit more flexibility, to make it a little bit more, let's say, playthrough friendly. Admin. Whoa. Who are you?
He had to mess things up for everybody.
Who is that? Man, that would suck. I'm gonna take everything and... Okay. Oop. Dude.
I knew you'd turn up sooner or later.
Come on. Who are you?
There's more where that came from.
Aw, Hannon. Really? Fine.
I think I'm bleeding. Oh!
Sorry, Hannon. Should have learned to think for yourself a little bit. Ah, crap, I can't repair anything yet. Okay. Maybe they won't notice.
Be reasonable, Amata. Officer Mack may enjoy this, but I don't.
Wow.
Just tell us where to...
Okay, douche.
Now.
You like that, you bastard?
Ooh. Knockout.
Doesn't fall far from the tree, it seems.
What are you talking
I hope
about?
You're here to turn yourself in.
My dad didn't kill anybody. You
You're
started
already
it.
in enough trouble as it is. Don't make it worse for yourself. I place the good of the vault above everything, even my own paternal feelings. We must not allow sentiment to cloud our judgment.
Jeez.
I admire your protective insight.
I'm not saying give her favoritism, but it's like, don't interrogate her.
I give you my word that Amata will not suffer further because of your actions. Now then, if you really care about Amata, you will see how dangerous your father's actions were. Hand over your weapons, and put an end to this dangerous situation. There is no need to join your father as a traitor to the vault.
Traitor. Yeah, you'd be a genius for that, wouldn't you?
Let's let history be the judge of that. If you had paid attention to Mr. Broch, you'd understand that history is invariably written by the victor.
And I intend to be the victor. You won't survive the night. Gods help me!
Wow. What's in here?
He's here. Don't let him get away.
Who are you talking to? Like, you can add delusional to the list, apparently. Nothing bad. Stim pack. More money. Alright. Oh.
Thank you! I told you my father wasn't himself. I don't know what he might have done if you hadn't come along. You'd better get out of here. I'll try to meet you at the vault door. If I don't make it, good luck.
Okay. Moving on. Actually, wait a minute. Isn't there like a key or something in here? I thought there was. It's over here. Oh, that's right. It's in his room. Derp. That's not his room. Yeah, I'm gonna leave you with no clothes whatsoever. $120 pistol ammunition? I'm just gonna open that. I'm not gonna read through this stuff because I already read through it, you know, a couple times before. Okay. Oh. Wait, where is it? Oh. Plunk. Okay. Time to get out of here. I wonder why they would give this place like an emergency exit. And time to flip the switch. Oh. know what that means.
God, you actually opened it.
Yes, I did.
You did it! You opened the door! My God, I almost didn't believe it was possible. No, you didn't need
You're
me.
probably like the one
anyone
friend that I've
needs
had
you,
throughout this whole
it's you.
vault, probably my entire life.
It's tempting, but my place is here. The vault needs me more than you do. I'm the only one who has a chance to talk some sense into my father.
Yeah, I guess.
Listen, if you do catch up with your dad, tell him I'm sorry for you know, Jonas and my father and everything. Goodbye.
Whoa. You still want to do that after I just shot you in the head? Oh. Oops. That's a pretty powerful handgun. Looks like he forgot to get ahead of the situation. Sorry. Bad joke. Alright, leaving the vault. Yay! Say farewell to the home I've known for my entire life. Ah, whatever, it's for the best. I'm blind! Oh, you know, I suppose there's probably a major difference having stared at fluorescent lights all your life and then coming out to actually look at the actual sun, which is a giant haze because of all the stuff floating around in the atmosphere. But this vista is awesome, I think, especially just like seeing like the sheer amount of destruction. Just take a look at this. I already got small guns. That's speech, barter. Medicine's already higher. Let's do lockpicking, repair, science, and sneak. Everything I think is fairly well done. And of course, what is that? No direction of your own insert. Oh yeah, that's part of the sprint mod. It actually allows you to charge somebody and tackle them. But the thing is, you actually have to have like your endurance and your strength higher than the person's. Otherwise, then they're gonna knock you down. So stick with gun nut. Succeed through speed, surprise, and overwhelming firepower. But I think this vista is probably like one of the most beautiful I've ever seen for a video game, just because like the sheer amount of destruction, like is like a perfect match for like a nuclear blast. I mean, that is like that. The levels of destruction a nuclear bomb can make is insane. Like if you've ever looked up like statistics for the Russians, called there's a bomb they made in like the 60s, I think, called Tsar Bomba or Tsar Bomba. I don't know. I don't know how they pronounce it, but I think it's Tsar Bomba. But this thing was actually like the largest nuclear device ever detonated, like period. And they detonated it in Earth's atmosphere, so it's like it produced like a shockwave that was measurable after its third pass around the Earth, and like it was breaking windows like 600 miles away. I mean, that's how powerful it was. And then it makes you wonder if like if anything like that were ever like used en masse, like would there be like any habitable Earth left, or would it be something like this where it would abate after, you know, a couple centuries worth, and where things would become, you know, kind of barely livable again? Look who that is. I don't think I can even get up there. Who are you? Oh. Ah.
Hey! Be more careful.
What? I didn't do nothing. Okay, let me see here. Well, security armor. Can I repair this stuff yet? No. 35% repair skill needed. What weapons? Okay, I can sell a couple from the Crazy Wolfgang.
Welcome, sir or madam, to Crazy Wolfgang's traveling junk store. The depot of detritus, the shop of slop, and the caravan of crap.
Nice slogan.
What odds and ends can I, the craziest of all possible Wolfgangs, offer to you? Nothing
I
but
don't
the
know.
highest quality leftovers, junk, and crap.
Okay. I'm gonna save the paint gun because that's useful for making a dart launcher later, which is invaluable against super mutants, especially in the city. But I'll go ahead and sell you pre-war money. I'll keep the last vestiges of my childhood. Keep my stim packs. You can have the tunnel snake. Whoa. How many of those do I have? Two. I'll keep an extra for that. Just an extra for that. Go ahead and sell these. I wonder why is that one so much lower? Whatever. Pedometer, I'm keeping that. Police batons. I'll keep one. Paint gun, mentats. You can have the mentats. I think I'll some of the smaller one, but I think that'll do. Okay. What do you have down here? Rocket launcher? Ooh. Yeah. Don't think so. Cherry bombs.
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
Okay.
Good luck out there.
Alright. Alright, well, I think that's probably where I'm going to end it. You know, this is, like I said, this is the third time I've tried to start this playthrough just because of issues with OBS. But so far, this one seems like it's going well. So I hope you all join me for episode 2.
Welcome.
See you then.